Hey, well, I finally did it. I finally got through this box set of Friday the 13th. And it all started when I decided to watch Friday the 13th. You know, like I told you, I have a knack of looking at my video collection. I said, man, I bought this Friday the 13th and I bought it on 4K. And I said, I wonder what it really looks like on 4K because I had just bought a brand new TV. My TV's like going on 2 months old now. So I played this Friday the 13th, and I said, okay, it looks good. So the reason why I played it because I just wanted to see what big jump it was in 4K. It looked good. It did. It looked good. So I have a knack of buying movies, and I noticed lately that I've been buying. The other day, I cut off some streaming services. I kind of put them on pause. And because it's summertime and I'm bike riding a lot and I'm working out a lot and I'm really watching what I eat. So I was like, man, Vic, you need to really start watching. You need to start watching some of these movies that you're buying. And I kept looking at my Friday the 13th Deluxe edition. This is a beautiful edition. And I finally, you guys, folks, I finally got there. I started last Wednesday. And I decided to watch. I'll turn it around, but isn't this a beautiful box set? I know you guys seen this in prior videos, but I'm just showing it to you again. If they make a 4K collector set, I don't know how they're gonna pull it off. I really don't, but they will. So anyway, I decided to watch all of them in order. So what I did was I started with Friday the 13th Part 2. Because Friday the 13th came out when I graduated in '78, so that's when all these Friday the 13th movies started coming out. But you got a lot of years. Pardon my air conditioner, it's on. So I started with Friday the 13th Part 2, and when I started watching, I was like, I don't remember these being so kind of like campy like movies, But I do remember the first Friday the 13th. It just stuck with me because I really liked that premise. It was really good. But I didn't watch this one because I watched this one right here, this Friday the 13th. So I watched Friday the 13th Part 2, and I liked it. I like all these movies actually, but I was like, man, I was just like, I don't know. Friday the 13th Part 2 was, it was alright. It was alright. It just, the characters in a lot of these movies, man, you could tell it's just, I was like, man, where'd they get these people at? But anyway, so then I went into Friday the 13th Part 3D, but you can't play it in 3D unless you have a 3D TV. Again, this one, I liked it too. I liked all of them. When I was watching it, when I was, because it took a while to get through this box set. I bought this brand new and never watched not one of these movies till just this recently. But anyway, I enjoyed this Friday 13th Part 3, and I remember it because when how you watch something, you wonder you're trying to remember what it was all about. But when I started watching, I said, "Oh, I remember this one." And then I was like, "Okay." I remember this one. I remember this. So anyway, Jason, Friday 13th, Jason goes through and chops up everybody, kills everybody. But there was times I was like, I was watching, I kept sitting there going, "God, these people that stupid?" But I enjoyed these movies. Friday 13th. The final chapter was the one where they I ain't even gonna think of the kid's name. I get tired of trying to come up with the names. They had that one kid that was Corey, that little Corey kid. I hate when I get in front of this camera and I can't think of the kid's name. But anyway, he was a good kid actor back in the day. Well, he was in this, and then he ended up killing Jason in the end. and I think it was Corey Feldman, I think is his name. I wish I could find his name, but I can't find it. But anyway, I enjoyed this one as well. And he was a little boy, because he was in Gremlins. You guys know what I'm talking about. He was in Gremlins. He was a good kid actor, but he just got involved with a bunch of drugs as he got older. You know how most Hollywood kids are when they get into something. Anyway, this is the one where they was in a house, and there was a party there, and I'm not going to explain all of it, but I enjoyed this one as well. Like, I want to move. I want to keep moving. So I don't want to make this video too long. Plus, my air conditioner's on, and you can hear it. Then we went into Friday 13th Part 4, The New Beginning. And I was trying to figure out this one. This one was something else, man. I was like, what the heck, man? I was like, they go and dig up his grave, and then a lightning hits, and then Jason comes out and he starts killing the people who dug up his grave and stuff. I don't know why they dug up his grave in that, but he did. And then there was some good kills. There's good kills in all these movies, you guys. So that's Friday the 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, Part 5. And moving right along, like I said, I started last Wednesday. Like I said, I bought this brand new and never watched none of these movies. So then we go into Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, Kill or Be Killed. This one, I'm trying to remember, I think he was at, this one is when the sheriff and his daughter was, they was going, Jason had got out of the grave and become alive again, and then the same kid that was in the last movie, he was grown up, he was in this, but they used a different guy because it wasn't the same guy that was in the one before that, The New Beginning. But anyway, Jason goes on this terror and kills everybody. But one of these had a girl that had an ability where she could see things before they happen. I can't figure out which one that is. But anyway, I'm going to move right along. Like I said, you guys, my videos are kind of rough. I don't want to make them too long anymore. All right, Jason, The New Blood. So this one is the girl that has she can see things. So I like this one. Now I'm getting to some that I like. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I didn't care for. I liked 2, 3, 4, and 5, but I didn't like them as well as some of the ones I'm getting ready to name. But this one, I remember, I really liked. This girl had. She had some abilities where she could see things, and she could see things, and plus she could make things move. So yeah, this is the one. And I really enjoyed this one. This one is. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Friday 13th, number 7. Friday 13th, The New Blood. And then now I'm getting into the ones I really remember. But this Friday the 13th, New Blood, when I watched it, I was like, oh, I remember this movie. And I enjoyed it because she's the one that could make things move. And she ended up making things move to kind of take Jason down a little bit. But Jason having that come back to life. Well, anyway, this one is Jason Takes on Manhattan. Now, I remember watching this, and I remember liking this movie. And I still liked it to this day. But I was sitting in my living room watching it. And I kept sitting there going, man, are these people just that dumb? Are they that dumb? And I'll be honest with you, man, these Blu-rays look really good on my OLED TV because my OLED TV is only like a couple months old. And, yeah. And I'm not going to buy a box set of 4K if they ever do a 4K box set. I'm not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. I'm not, because this is a very, very nice box set. So New York has a new problem. This was really good. And you know, when I started getting into these, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna struggle to watch all these. And I kept saying, Vic, you bought that box set. This is what I'm literally saying to myself. I said, Vic, you bought that box set and it's still sitting on your shelf as a display. And you need to start going through this. And like I said, I started last Wednesday. Not this past Wednesday, last Wednesday. Not this past Wednesday, last Wednesday. So, and now I enjoy this, especially when they got to New York and Jason was chasing them through stuff. And they was like, hey, when they got to New York, they said, hey, there's this maniac chasing us. And they said, well, welcome to New York. That's kind of funny. And you know, in New York, the city that never sleeps. All right, so that's, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Friday the 13th, part 9, Jason Goes to Hell. This, ooh, Lord. Man, wow. So, Jason had to be reborn. And the only way he could be reborn is he has to find a relative, and he has to either kill him. I forgot how this was wrote. The way they wrote this film, I think I can see now why a lot of people didn't really like this movie, but it was okay after I watched it. It was okay after I watched it. But let me tell you a story. So, when I was younger, I kept watching Jason kill all these people. And me being a young black man and all, I was always a big military guy. And I kept saying, man, you know what? I would love for Jason to run into some military guys. And I ain't gonna use the language I say, because they would really, you know, they would mess him up. And so in this movie, it shows this girl setting him up. At first, I thought she was just gonna be one of those, you know, chicks that's gonna be killed randomly and stuff. But she got in the shower, you know, her body was banging, looking good, tight butt, nice stomach, flat shape, just curves, nice butt, nice boobs and all that. And then, you know, Jason's getting ready to come and kill her, and she tries to run. Then she got knocked down, fell down on this table. Then she starts running outside this place that she was supposed to spend the weekend at, and she starts running out in the forest. And so when she runs out in the forest, she's butt naked, you know. And I'm telling you, this girl's body was banging. So she's butt naked, and she runs into this in this field that was kind of like open, and then she turns around to see if Jason is still, you know, after her. And then, sure enough, Jason is coming after her, and then she runs, and now all of a sudden you see these military guys got paint on their face and leaves on, you know, the camouflage set. And they came out of nowhere, man. And she ran and she flipped over a guy, and they made a signal. They said, light him up. And man, the military came in, and Jason, man, I ain't gonna lie, you guys, Jason was no match for the military. They lit him up. And I said to myself, I remember that scene because I was kind of happy, because I got so tired of Jason just killing all these people and just being so. The moral of this story is Jason just keeps coming back. Y'all know Jason always seems to come back in all these. He gets struck by lightning, he gets electrocuted and all this, and it jump start his heart. Well, this person ate his heart. Well, the military guys was lighting him up, and he couldn't do nothing. I mean, they was lighting him up. And then this other person came out with this big bazooka looking gun, and I mean, man, after they lit up, Jason was just standing there, man. He was all grog. And this dude came out with this bazooka and boom, blew him to smithereens. The only thing left was his heart. So they gathered all his body parts, because apparently they must have told the military, the government must have heard the fact that there was a guy out there that just keeps coming back to life. You know, that's how this movie's written. So anyway, they get all the body parts, and they take them to they escort all the body parts to this place, and this guy is looking at all the body parts, but the heart starts beating, and this dude starts acting all crazy that was, you know, examining Jason's remains, and then he takes and eats his heart, and then that's how Jason was able to consume his body. And then Jason went on trying to find a relative so he can be reborn, and sure enough, he was able to get reborn. This movie is different, you guys. I can see why there's such a controversy about this movie. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is, yep, this is number 9. So I'm going to have to say that I don't really think this movie's that bad. Because I really, it's so weird. When I really started watching this, I was like, okay, Vic, you getting your money's worth out. Because you done had this sit. This box set sit for almost 3 years. And not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that, I started watching them all. So here's where it gets, where I had an attitude. So, you guys, you know what? I never give this movie a chance. I remember looking at it and I remember tossing off the side like this, like I just threw it off to the side. And I said, I ain't watching that stupid movie. I was much younger than this. I'm not watching this movie, Jason in Space and all that. That's just ridiculous. And I just kept saying that. So I would never watch this movie. So when I took this movie out, I had an attitude. I was like, I want to get through this, Vic, because I really want to go through a lot of movies that I own, that I bought, that I'm not watching, and I just think it's such a waste of money. So, like I said, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is Friday the 13th, the 10th thing. So I started watching this, So like I told you, I got an attitude, and lo and behold, I have to say, man, I thoroughly was pleasantly surprised how much I liked this movie. I was like, wow, I really was digging this movie. It was written well. It was written believable, and once you figure out how Jason got taken up they was trying to they was trying to freeze him, to preserve him, like he can be frozen, and they'd have to worry, and they was gonna seal him up and have him frozen. That's it. Once you freeze Jason, he can't do anything because he's froze, like and then he'd be in like cryo sleep, like space things, and then that's how he ends up in space. This is written very well, good action. You could tell the special effects was a little dated, but I didn't care. And then he meets, I was just, like I said, okay, because see, when I watched this one, I said, I see what he was trying to do. I see why he did what he did. And what I do like about these Jason movies, it seems like everybody's trying to put their own little spin on what Jason is doing and how he's doing what. But this was just really good. I was blown away by how much I liked this movie. What a pleasant surprise. Jason. This is called Jason Evil Gets an Upgrade. Jason X. It's Jason in space. Like I said, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10th one. And now we get into the good stuff, because it all started, like, I'll tell you what, man, from these three, I started really getting into it. Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, which I really tried to use an open mind to see why people didn't like it. Then I could see what the guy was trying to do. But this one right here, Jason X, man, I was like, man, folks, you guys, and then New Blood wasn't bad, but I really enjoyed all of them. But man, oh man, I remember when I went to the theater and they announced when that they was going to actually, I guess, some of the YouTubers that are big YouTubers said that they had tried to make a Jason versus Freddy for years, but they could never get it off the ground. But when they announced that they was going to make it, and they were filming it, and they was letting people know that it was coming out, I was in the theater and I went and seen this movie. And man, did I enjoy this movie. This movie is good, it's bloody, and it is funny. It is so funny. I mean, man, it's so funny. I was like, oh my goodness, Vic, you are really getting into your collection. And this is what I call a good investment, because of the fact that, you folks, I'm telling you right now, this box set, I wanted this box set so bad, but yet that box set has been sitting, I moved twice, I moved once. Yeah, from the last apartment I was in to this apartment. And I think this box set's going on 3 years since I bought it. I like the box set. I was thrilled to death. I put a video up a bit and never watched any of them till recently. And man, I was like, I forgot how much I enjoyed this movie. Oh, that's a chef's kiss on this one, man. I remember going to the theater, and the theater was just packed because everybody was just so wanting to see this, and they got their money's worth, and it was so good. Jason versus Freddy. Then, last but not least, I think this is the last one, because, yeah, this is the last one, I think. Yep, it is the last one, because this was just this one here is Jason Friday the 13th collection bonus material. Now, for you people out there that likes all the bonus material and all that stuff, this has got bonus disc number 1, and it's got bonus disc number 2. Yeah, one day I'll watch it, but I know a lot of collectors, they like all that extra special features and all that. I'm just see, in the back it says special features. See that? And, you know, honestly, I'm just not a big fan of it. I know a lot of people are a big fan of it, but I'm not. Yeah, I know, call me weird, whatever. But I still like collecting my physical copies. It's just that, now this is the one that I thought I really would not like. And so I said, oh, I got to go through this last one. This is my attitude when I watched it. It said, from the producers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to like this movie or not. And I remember watching this movie a long time ago, but I think I shut it off because I think I was like, I can't get into it. I'm kind of Jasoned out, I said to myself. And man, when I put this in, I like the premise. I like the setup. I like the location. I like everything about this movie. So I'm glad that I was wrong. And man, I ain't gonna lie. You know what's nice about these Friday the 13th movies? I'm not gonna lie, being a dude, man. Whew, I love these girls they put in here. Man, some of these girls in here, some of the girls, the way they're built, and some of their, you know, the way they show their breasts and all that kind of stuff. I don't watch these movies from that, but man, that is such a bonus, man, because they give you some eye candy. I mean, they give you some serious eye candy. I remember back in my day when girls has been like a kryptonite to me. I mean, it's like, it's been my downfall, them that in clubs, but I thank God that I'm not, that way anymore, and I'm, really too old for all that anyway. But one thing about these Friday the 13th movies, man, they got plenty of eye candy. I mean, some of these girls, man, God, they was just freaking super hot, man. God, and I love this movie. And I do. I was surprised. I really like this movie. So there you go, guys. Folks out there, I watched this last one. I finished this yesterday. I started, yesterday was Saturday. I started Friday night, fell asleep, woke up, and, I finished it Saturday. And I said, I only got like a half hour to go on that. And I really like this movie. So, in closing, this surprised me. Obviously, Freddy versus Jason didn't surprise me. Jason X super shocked me. And I'm glad when I'm wrong about that. Jason Goes to Hell, I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt because I could see what they were trying to do. And I caught myself enjoying this movie. And if you guys are into the blood, guts, and gore and the kills and stuff, this movie's for you. So anyway, there you go, you guys. I finally got through this box set. My air conditioner came back on again. But there you go. All of them right there in the nutshell. Every one. And it all started right here with Friday the 13th. Sorry I'm talking loud, but this air conditioner is just, ugh. The heater's the same way. But it all started when I decided I wanted to see what Friday the 13th looked like on 4K. And then I went into watching this one. And I started not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that. I went into this one. And then I went into the Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3. And then the final chapter, The New Beginning, Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, New Blood. And then Jason Takes on Manhattan. Jason Goes to Hell. Jason X, and then Freddy versus Jason, and then Friday the 13th. And yeah, and then you got, like I said, you got the bonus material right there, and then you got this book, and it just shows you all. See, again, you guys, this is why it's nice to collect physical copies. There's that original woman that was in the original one, the one that played Jason's mom, and Jason, and you know, they didn't save her son, and then that's the girl right there that cut off her head, and then he was in the second movie, that guy right there, but he didn't get killed in the first movie, but he got killed in the second movie. And like I said, you guys, this is why you collect physical copies, man. I think Kane Carter played like the first 6, Friday the 13th. I think he played the first 6 or 7. But some of these people in here that got killed, they were some of the most stupidest. And I was like, how'd they come up with that? Now, y'all remember him. He was a good child actor back in the day. But when he got older, he got hooked. He got messed up on drugs and stuff. He pretty much got himself out there. But, you'll see him every now and then on interviews and stuff. There he is again. He played in Gremlins. But, yeah, I just want to show you guys all this. But, man, I ain't going to lie. This guy got killed horrifically in one of those Friday the 13th movies. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. I'm going on almost 30 minutes. But anyway, just I finally got through this collection. I didn't want this video to be this long, but I finally got through it. And I feel pretty good because of the fact that I was able to go through all these movies. I said to myself, Vic, you're going to go through these movies and you're going to watch them. This thing is not going to just sit up there. I remember that scene. But I said, man, Vic, you got to start going through these collections and stuff you got, man. Stop having them sit there and open them up and start watching them. Get off these streaming services, man, because like I said, I got rid of a few streaming services. I'm just trying to cut back on a lot of stuff. I got to start, you got over 500 something movies, and I know a lot of people got more physicals than that, but that's what I have. So anyway, air conditioner's running. Sorry about the noise, but enjoy. And I'm gonna say this in the ending, you guys, in closing. Again, my videos are rough. I am not trying to be stylish. I'm not trying to sound cool. I'm not trying to sound like anybody. You need to know who I am, and this is who I am, and I want y'all just know me, and flaws and all, and I make mistakes and just whatever if I forget something. So I just want to let you know that I just want to be myself. So anyway, God bless, enjoy your day, and stay cool because it is extremely hot. We'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you.